Hello, my name is Navigator, and in today's video we're going to be taking a look at a whole bunch of mystery comics that I have picked up from various sources. I do have a small pile of things that I got from Ravenswood and a couple cards that I'll show off here in a second and get those out of the way, but I did go to Ollie's Bargain Outlet today, and I did order some mystery comic bundles from Amazon. Also, I should say I grabbed some other mystery comic bundles at Ollie's, and today we're going to be looking at all of those. But really quickly, just so I can kind of get them out of the way, yesterday was local comic book shop day. So I went there and I just kind of grabbed all the stuff that I'd had in my bin at Ravenswood. And then I also grabbed a couple of the things that they had specifically on sale for local comic book shop day. But those things were going to be, and actually, oh, this is all the other stuff that I picked up, I think. Is it? Here, I'll just go over everything that I know that I got. And wow, it's a... Oh, here we go. Is that everything? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. There's more than I anticipated. So, we got the preview for DCKO. I signed up for this series. It seems like there's going to be one character, hero, or villain that is on top at the end. I'm kind of doing like a little bracket at Ravenswood. But this is a series that I'm looking forward to. So, we do have that. We also grabbed, Everything Dead and Dying. Apparently this is like a local thing. I'm not really sure, at least to my area. I have no clue, but it was a really cool story. I opened to one of the pages and there was just some crazy stuff going on, so I really wanted to pick that up. $8 is a little steep, but it is a thick book, and the cover's very cool, so I do like that as well. We'll toss that to the side. We also grabbed Hellboy the Fury, which was a very interesting issue, the 3 of 3. We grabbed Batman Detective Comics number 683, which is the first appearance of the Iceberg Lounge. I was going through all the Detective Comics and the kind of the DC side, looking for notable key issues, and here are some of the ones that I picked up, starting with that first appearance, Iceberg Lounge. We also found the first appearance of Jamie Reyes while he... I think I wrote, he no costume yet, but he picked up the Blue Beetle, and then in issue 5 of Infinite Crisis is when he actually becomes the Blue Beetle. But this is really cool, the first appearance of Jamie Reyes. We also have the death of Captain Boomerang. I don't really know why I picked this up. I'm a big Boomerang fan. It was kind of just like a one-off thing, but it was still kind of cool, and Key Collector did say it was a notable issue, so there we have that, and that's Identity Crisis number 5. We also have Justice League of America number 7. This is the first appearance of the Red Arrow moniker for Roy Harper, and there was a variant cover, but I wanted to make sure that I got the one with Red Arrow on it. And then I think I just have some bags of boards, so we'll grab those. And then here's everything that I grabbed today from Ravenswood. So, we grabbed, I just was going through the dollar bin, found some other stuff, but Thunder Agents number 1, Damage number 1, and I know I'm kind of holding it to the side, I do apologize, but Damage number 1 as well. We also grabbed the Butcher number 4. I'm loving this series, and it took me a while to find this issue in the dollar bins, but I finally found it. It's kind of stuck together. Lord Havoc and the Extremists issue 2. I got issue 1 for this and haven't read it, but I figured I'd grab issue 2 because it looks like a series that I will enjoy. We also grabbed Infinite Crisis number 2. It was just in the dollar bin, and I figured it was a notable series, so I just grabbed that. And then we also have 52, which you guys saw recently in some videos. I grabbed some notable issues from this series, including the first appearance of the JL Axis, which might make an appearance in Peacemaker Season 2. We're definitely in that universe where they exist for Peacemaker Season 2, so I'm very glad I picked that up. But I figured I might read this and just see what's going on in that story. We also grabbed The Adventures of Superman 511 featuring the Guardian. I'm a big Guardian fan, so this is kind of just a cool cover to grab. And then I also grabbed, I think I grabbed all of them. Did I grab all of them? Yeah, I think I did, but I grabbed 303, which looks like a cool series. Apparently it's some Russian task force versus some British task force trying to find some like secret in Pakistan. So I grabbed issue 1, 2, 3, and 4 of that, as you can see. And then I also grabbed Lost Continent from Eclipse Comics. This was just a very interesting looking thing. I guess this guy's plane crashes on some crazy island, and I don't know. I thought it'd be a fun adventure to hop into. So that's everything that I like consciously grabbed, along with these 5 packs, the last 5 packs of DC annual cards from AAN Collect. So shout out to them. I wiped them out. And then finally here we have all the mystery comics. So what I'm going to do first is go through this massive pile. This is about 50 comics from Amazon. So without further ado, let's get through these. All right, number 1, Grimm. I'm just going to go through these quick. What else do we have? Dungeons and Dragons, X Factor, Avengers, not bad. What else we got? What Then? I'm not sure what that's about. The Thing. Ooh, I like The Thing. I'm a big Thing fan. That's cool to have. Civil War 2. Daredevil, The Man Without Fear. I'm going to try to keep these in frame. A Thunderbolts issue. Detective Comics. World of New Krypton, Justice Society of America, Azrael #2. I think I have issue 1 of that, actually. Convergence, Booster Gold. Ooh, nice having a Booster Gold. Legion. What else we got? What was this? Ooh, Ripclaw #1. Yo! I have his action figure. I've always wanted this comic. That's actually sweet. I'm a fairly big Ripclaw fan. Troll Lords, The Realm, Thieves. What else we got? Ibris, Deathmate, Megahertz. I don't know. Listen, I'm just going to... Oh, here we go. Bloodshot #1. That looks kind of cool. I do like that. All right, let's say that's the first pile, okay? And then we'll go through this next one here. Batman Arkham City #1. That is sweet. Bloodlines featuring Loose Cannon. What was this? Ravage $20.99. I do have a $20.99 collection. Oh my god. I have this issue actually. That X-Men. I had a Stan Lee signature on this same issue that apparently was fraudulent, so I think I still have it somewhere in here. Thor, Sentry, Soldier X. That's Marvel, I guess. Looks kind of cool. What else we got? Legionnaires #2. Justice League of America #77. Challengers of the Unknown. Ooh, Green Lantern Corps #12. Interesting. I wonder if I have that issue. Millennia, You Are Obsolete #1. The Shadow 13. What else we got? Masks. Elf Quest. Wetworks. Always see Wetworks stuff. Protectors. America's Got Powers. Apollo's Journey. Freshman. Ew. That looks a little... I don't know. Oh, co-created by Seth Green. Yeah, no wonder. The new Teen Titans. Interesting. #5. Interesting. Adventures of Superboy 18. And then we have The Outsiders #14. Awesome. All right, so those are all the comics from Amazon. Wow, I am very happy with that selection. Even just at like a moment's glance, I'm totally buying some of those again. Those are some cool pulls, at least for me. And then we also have these picks from Ollie. So I'm going to try to open this up the best that I can. And where's my trusty, dusty blade? Where did I leave that sucker? Just over here. Apologies, folks. I should have opened these up beforehand, but I'm going to cut this open. I don't know why, but I feel like whenever I use my knife in a YouTube video, it always gets messed up. So I'm going to try not to show it there on the camera. I do apologize, but I cut it open there, and I'm going to do my best to open these. And there's actually a reason why I bought these 2 packs specifically, and I'll show you that in just 1 second. So I got 1 open, and then let's see if I can get 2 open. Is there a way to do it without the... Oh, I guess there is. Okay. Pull that little tab on the bottom. So these are kind of cool. These little packs from Ollie's. I'm not sure if every place has them, but some of them have like a little mini graphic novel packed in there. It's kind of a little bang for your buck, but it's pretty much 5 comics for $6, although it seems like there's more than 5 in this pile. But I did manage to find both issue 1 and 2, which is in that pile, of War for Earth 3. It seems like a really cool story. Apparently Amanda Waller is trying to take over Earth 3, and it kind of affects like the Suicide Squad and all these different teams and stuff like that. And on top of that, I also finished Peacemaker Season 2 last night. And on issue 2, Peacemaker was on the cover. And I don't have any Peacemaker-related comics yet, so that was cool to get that cover. But we do have 1 and 2 of this series, and it looks pretty cool. These are some pretty thick comics, so I'm very excited to read through that. And that was kind of my big incentive for getting those was those 2. And what is this right here? Rivers Comic-Con, Pittsburgh, PA. Interesting. So I guess these are where those comics are coming from. That is very nice to know. But here are our 2 piles here. So we have Lazarus Risen, which this, yeah, exactly. Like this is a graphic novel right here. Like this is a lot of pages, and it's in like a thicker. You see what I mean? You know what I'm talking about? So that's really nice to get. But we do have that. We also have Fallen World #2. What's this? DC Lazarus. What is all this? It's some kind of comic. DC Lazarus Planet Alpha #1. Hey, a DC #1 with a bunch of collectible cards on there? That's sweet. That is so awesome. Hell yeah. All right. We also have a board, and then this seems to be... Oh, yeah, we got Superman Son of Kal-El, issue #6, so that is cool as well. And then the final pile here. What are we looking at for time? Almost a 10-minute video. I do apologize, folks. Yo, I'm happy. I'm already happy. All right, we got The Flash, which is really cool. And I think it's Space Race. Ooh, featuring Mr. Terrific. Very interesting. Valiant High. Not really too interested in that. A Bloodshot #1. Ninjak versus the Valiant Universe. Not sure what that's about. But Ghost Machine #1. Oh my gosh. This is a comic that I've been eyeing at Ravenswood for quite some time because I am trying to find issue 1 of Redcoat. Redcoat is this really cool looking comic series from Image that I've been trying to get. And this seems like their new kind of like Avengers type thing, possibly, where it's like a team up of a bunch of their different characters. But wow, that is super cool. This is like a new comic too. Like this just came out. So, man, that is really cool, and I'm totally going to read that. So, folks, I'm going to leave it there. Quite a lot of comics to get through, probably close to 100 comics we looked through today, but some really good stories and some surprises there. So, once again, if you are curious, I did go to Ollie's for at least the comics you just saw there, and then that big pile were just kind of these random comic book lots that you can get for like 20, 25 bucks on Amazon. And hey, I don't know, I did pretty well with them. But, folks, we'll leave it there. As always, my name is Navigator. Have a nice day. Take care.